Grief in cinema is an excellent subject that is not usually talked about but always affects us when we see them.
I can't beat it.
I have previously made a list of movies portraying grief, but I think the list was too long, so I decided to recreate it in a top 10 list of movies that beautifully portrayed grief and personally shaped my life in some way. The list may contain a few spoilers, but you can skip through the chapters. Number 10. Mess. Mess is a one-room drama about a couple of parents' conversation about the loss of their sons, where one was a victim and the other the criminal.
Why do I want to know about your son? Because he killed mine.
They agree to meet at a church hoping to move on from the tragedy, but it doesn't go quite easily.
6 minutes! He was alive. He was trying to get out. The blood trails show where he was trying.
This is a heart-wrenching watch of 4 parents trying to move on from the loss but cannot. It is powerfully performed by all 4 actors and is magnificently written by Frank Kranz, which is his debut screenwriting. It delves deep into the agony of each character and slowly unravels the disturbing story. It shows insights into parenthood and how grief infects them both equally despite their differences.
He destroyed your lives. All of our lives.
Number 9. The Hand of God. The Hand of God is based on the film director's personal experience of dealing with the tragedy of losing his parents at a young age. It sets in 1980s Italy and talks about his passion for movies, love for football and Maradona. His family is chaotic and filled with unique personalities, but above all, his parents are wholesome.
Guarda tua madre. Guarda se ora non ti metti a stuzzicare, signora gentile.
And since his parents die, he sinks into a phase of never-ending grief.
La vita, ora che la mia famiglia si è disintegrata, non mi piace più.
The Hand of God is beautifully made and has some incredibly realistic character interactions. It is a human reflection on the subject of grief that is done under some comic elements, which always makes a film that deals with such a topic more impactful.
Insomma, scherzi. A dire qualcosa riesci. O sei uno stronzo come tutto quanto là.
Number 8. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri is an outstandingly written and performed film that has its take on both the compulsion and emotions of loss.
Leave it! Leave! Robbie!
It talks about a mother who chooses her way of dealing with the murder of her teenage daughter by pulling 3 billboards and questioning the police department as they have failed on their ground. However, her ways put her in the attention of people and sometimes in front of even hatred. Frances McDormand's excellent performance makes it even more heartbreaking. Besides the thrill, suspense and dark realism, it is disturbingly heartbreaking, showing the real nature of the world and its uncertainties.
Still no rest. How come, I wonder? Because there ain't no God and the whole world's empty and it doesn't matter what we do to each other? I hope not.
Number 7. Margaret. Margaret is an underrated film from 2011 with one of the deeply moving tales of grief. It talks about a teen girl who witnesses an accident and somehow causes it for some part and gets obsessed with the guilt and agony. She also tries to make the bus driver who knocked the woman realize and make up for his fault but fails.
I was just wondering if you felt bad at all about what happened.
She tries to meet the woman's family and everyone related to her because she cannot let go. In the meantime, she also loses the deep connection she has with her mother. The lead character's obnoxiousness is the film's point. It understands the teenage stubbornness of fixing things.
I'm very upset about the accident, and I wanted to talk to you about it for a minute. Why is that so strange?
It also understands the fear that we deal with tragedies is the fear related to our own deaths.
It is Margaret you mourn for.
Number 6. Still Walking. Still Walking is a sublime and quiet take on the subject of grief. It tells the story of a family reunion where the children of the elderly couple arrive at their house with their family. Besides the bittersweet connection they have with each other, they deal with the loss of the eldest son of the family who had drowned 15 years earlier trying to save a friend. And the father is hateful towards the boy his son saved and is more or less unkind to his living son as he didn't follow the path while his brother had.
医者はそんなに偉いんですか？広告だって立派な仕事じゃないですか。
The way this film handles loss and death shows how it is something that will go on with us for the rest of our lives and the processes we will learn to let go of but would still be haunted.
子供の墓参りなんてこんな辛いことないよね。
Number 5. 3 Colors Blue. From the 3 Colors trilogy by the director Krzysztof Kieslowski, 3 Colors Blue is the tale of a woman who finds it hard to keep living after losing her husband and daughter.
Il faut toujours se garder quelque chose.
In between living this meaningless life, she consults an old friend who possesses a deep affection for her. However, she finds a temporary satisfaction in him, but nothing changes. She moves to a new apartment, finds a friendly woman there, reconnects with her mother, comes across the boy who was present at the site of the accident, and the woman with whom his husband had an affair. All these interactions bring a poetic reflection of the grief. They are not to make a specific point, but to explore hopelessness.
J'ai plus de possession, plus de souvenirs, d'amis, d'amour ou d'attache.
Number 4. Drive My Car. Drive My Car tells the story of a play director and his introverted driver who is assigned to drive him from work. It explores the sublime relationship between them where they both deal with the loss of their own. The film is excellent at showing the characters' unspoken emotions only through their faces. Their loss is somewhat complicated and they cannot explain it quite easily through words, for they are not merely a loss. It is quiet and beautiful that needs to be experienced more than watched. A lot happens here, but what is worth it has a beautiful take on hope at the end. The screenplay is perfect in this movie and it also won the Best Script Award at Cannes Film Festival 2021. Number 3. Masan. Masan is an Indian film based on two parallel stories of a young man and a young woman where both of them face the unexpected tragedy of losing their lovers in the most unusual and darkest possible way. As it is tragic, so it is a beautiful reflection of loss. The story reflects how these two deals with their personal tragedies and learn to grow with them. However, the path is filled with the pullbacks and conventionalism of society that tries to suppress their desires. As with the other films in this list, Masan 2 regardless is immensely heartbreaking as it is a truthful tale of grief. It has some heartbreaking scenes in between or at somewhat unforgettable ending. Number 2. Secret Sunshine. Secret Sunshine is a raw and painful reflection of a mother losing her child. The South Korean drama talks about a woman who moves to the town where her past husband was born. Setting her family in the new town, she goes through another tragedy of losing her son. In the utmost grief, she tries to find peace in religion.
내가 약국에서 약을 팔지만 그 마음의 고통은 고칠 수가 없어요. 그거를 치유할 수 있는 거는
Following the path of God, although she finds some temporary peace, she fails to get the real redemption that she desires, and now is broken with her never-ending pain that she almost loses her stability.
저 지렁이 되게 놀랍겠다. 이 집에 다시 안 올라가겠네.
This is a poignant tale of loss and reflects such a situation with brutal honesty. The performance by Shin A-lee behind the lead character is also astoundingly great and truly heartbreaking. Number 1. Manchester by the Sea. Manchester by the Sea is the best ever to do it. It understands the anger, pain and depression that a catastrophe causes. From the year of 2016, it tells the story of a depressed man whose brother dies and he has to travel miles to his nephew and take care of the funeral procedure. In the process, he also begins to realize that his brother has named him as the guardian of his nephew.
Well, I can't be his guardian.
While dealing with all this, the film takes a look at his past to the reason he is depressed in the first place. Manchester by the Sea has the truest understanding of grief and the tiresome depression that comes with it. It is flawlessly performed and excellently written, delivering an unforgettable experience.
Come on, buddy.
That was the video. Share your opinions in the comment box on whether I missed any interesting names. Till then, this is it. Thanks for watching and just keep watching films.